Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world right now, welcome. Just get my beer to celebrate, right? Welcome to the 493rd episode of the Hospital Podcast. With myself, Degs. Firstly, we tried so hard to be really on time. I actually think we did a really good job. About 20 minutes before, I don't know if you've been on my socials, you go on my story, and George is kind of like underneath the desk, like he's underneath the hood of a car, and he managed to fix everything like usual. So can we just make some noise for George, please? All right, I'm going to say hello to everyone in the chat. Ben Carp says, hope he's moved that tree out of the way. We're still here, bro. We're still here. Welcome to the 493rd episode, everyone. Cabbage crew building a pergola. This is the only place where cabbage is more talked about than a vegan group chat. Well, yeah, that's very true. So yeah, wherever you are, and I know I can see Peru in the chat. I can see Netherlands in the chat. I'm really starting to recognize a lot of these names now, and that's what I absolutely love. So we're going to kick off 493 with what is, for me, a modern classic from a man like Blade Runner. And this track is called Don't Let Me Go. All right, let's go. Big up Vienna, Austria, locked in. Vietnam as well. We've got Haifa, we've got Charlotte, North Carolina, New York City checking in. Eric says, thanks to George for keeping Degs in line. Excuse me. I have to admit, you're right, my friend. You really are. Right, how's that going a little bit? We're going to try and turn it up a little bit more for you guys. Big up Leonardo. Right, let me know, guys, if the volume is all good. So yeah, we're gonna kick things off with some liquid vibes. Big up DPR. I think I got one of yours in the playlist for today, my friend. Big up Leonardo, Dave Burton, Kitchener, Canada. Yeah, man. Ben Carp says, bet you were gutted with that penalty yesterday, mate. You know what I mean? It was a bit shit, but I can't lie. I'm just happy to see Newcastle in the Champions League. And the fact that we're still in it, going this far, is quite amazing. So I want to give a massive shout out to all of our sound engineers in the chat, right? For helping us out. So yeah, that's what I said, right? At the start of the podcast, we're going to kick things off with a little bit of liquid vibes. And no one embodies liquid music from a vocal perspective better than this individual coming up next. Who recognizes this voice? And if you recognize it, please let me know. Who is it?
Past the point of no return. Nothing left to do but watch it burn. Maybe it was never meant to be. Maybe
swear, every podcast. The chat room grows so much, it's actually really, really difficult to keep up with everyone. I just want to let everyone know that I do try my best. And obviously, I kind of just need to like skim through them. So I do apologize if I haven't got back to you on this particular episode. Of course, we also have Spotify listeners, Apple Music listeners, people that listen to it on Deezer, and after the fact on YouTube. So you know what it's like, right? No talking, man. No talking, innit? So aside from being gutted with that penalty last night, I want to say hello to Clark Winslet from Chattanooga. Big love to George. Of course, the sound is much better. Recycling with TK says, word up, Degs, marking physics papers in Seaford, Sussex. It's an area I know very, very well. Callum Chandler says, first heard Degs on the Charlie T show a few weeks ago, banging tracks and awesome storyteller. Yeah, that was a Radio 1 chill drum and bass mix, which I believe is out right now on BBC Sounds. And because I love you guys so much, I'll probably upload it very soon. Ben Carp says, I'm a Chelsea fan, so we won't talk about last week. Honestly, mate, I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. Well, I'm going to dive not too much in the vaults right now, but keep it on this kind of like soulful hospital records kind of vibe, right? This is something from Sick Music. 2019. So people, anyone know this tune? I don't know if I can say that this flew under the radar, but absolutely love this one, man. I'm going to play something which is probably one of my favourite Liquid tunes of all time, even though it's not actually that old. And I'll tell you what this tune really reminds me of. Sun and bass, cocktail in my hand, probably not the broccoli because it makes my head really flipping hot, but you know. Okay, massive shout out to Speedy Samo who says, tune Hive by Impish, that is correct. Yuri S, what do you think was the best year for D&B? I'm going to answer that real quick before the tune drops. Nearly stopped the wrong deck there, be careful kids. Jibber's like, not again mate. I think it was probably like 2009 because I just have really fond memories of that. Absolutely love this tune, man. This track right here is by Need for Mirrors and it is Pagans. We've got Barcelona, we've got San Francisco in the house. Anyone that has just joined, let us know where you're locking on from. I want to shout your city, man. Tune, right, Chimmer? Now I get to talk to Chimmer because George isn't here. And this is normally what I do, Chimmer. I just talk at the producer. And this is by one of Hospital's own, Hugh Hardy, Nagomi. And he's normally known for more like floaty kind of, like I said, you're here, so we have to talk, right? And he's known for a lot more like kind of soulful, less like kind of stripped back stuff like this with like double basses. And I just believe that he should make more tunes like this. What do you reckon? Chimmer's like, yeah. Yeah, do you know what? Actually, if you think that Hugh should be making more tunes like this, can you just slap a fire emoji in the chat? Phil Townsend says, yo, Degs, that synth you mentioned on the hip-hop track last week, I've just finished a killer West Coast backing track, needing a Kenyan giraffe. Know where I can find one, peace. Do you know what? Don't ask, don't get. I wish it could be me, my friend. But I tell you what, my schedule right now is very busy because like I mentioned for the first time on the podcast the other week, I'm working on an album. It might not be very good, but still, it's an album. Right, I know he's in the chat. So it's time for one of the podcast listeners to have his time. This track I'm going to attempt to double, and I hope I don't clang it, is by DPR. This track is called Hold You. Tune inside, man. Big up DPR, big up Una May as well. Jeremiah Davis, Mr. Craigie T, I love you, man. Big respect, brother. So Music City, Nashville in the house, snowy Berlin. What do you reckon, Chimmer? Do you think we're going to get like maybe some snow this year? Do you think so? Yeah? Because I can't remember the last time we had any snow in this country. Like maybe like 2018? In the last year? Maybe I was out of the country or something. Or I was in a K-hole. I don't know. Of course not. I don't touch that. That is one thing. We can joke about cabbage and we obviously know I consume cabbage, but that, oh, my mother's life. I hate that shit. Moving swiftly on. Time for something from an incredible vocalist, right? And this artist has been making some serious waves on Hospital Records. Big up Casual Red. Big up Neil Vincent from Texas. And yeah, new Hospital-ish, man. Yeah, yeah. Right, let's classic hour. Let's do this. And you know what? This tune coming in, first person to name it will basically just have my respect forever. right, come on, people. Who knows this one? Let's have a look in the chat. Just want to say hello. Can't pronounce the name, but hello to the guy from Minsk. The Driller says, the trees seem further away today. Jeremiah! I knew you'd come through, my man. And this track is called Attack Ships on Fire by the man who kind of created this podcast. And I have to give a massive shout out to, because for some reason, Chimo, he decided to trust me with this. Like, maybe he just wanted to watch everything burn as he left. Yeah, big up London Electricity. Big up Wandy, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but which one was right? Brian says, what up, Degs? Greetings from New Jersey, USA. Big up James, man. Absolutely fantastic guess. Right, it's that brand new. Damn, I sounded like Dynamite then. I knew I was influenced by that geezer, you know. Brand new music from Sigma and everyone. You know this track. Oh, I can hear this going off at the festivals, man. Going out to the ravers.
This one's going out to the ravers. Dance floor famous. Call up the dealers, call in the favors. Two-step scankers, gun finger wavers. This one's going out to the ravers. Dance floor famous. Call up the dealers, call in the favors. Two-step scankers, gun finger wavers. This one's for the champagne drinkers. High street posers. Girls in their heels and lads in their loafers. MCs, DJs, instant reloader. This one's for the gold ring sporting. Private caller ignoring. Friday to Monday morning. Spent half a fortune, that ain't important. When we go out, we go all in.
Yeah, I love this tune, man.
When we go out, we go all in. Take us back to the place where we feel safe. The smile is on my face. The strangers we embrace as we dance our pain away. Take us back to the place.
Right, party people of the podcast.
We're standing in shelter.
It's your time, right? Colin says, all hands up.
I know you know this one's going out to the ravers. Dance floor famous. Call up the dealers, call in the favors. Two-step scankers, gun finger wavers. This one's going out to the ravers. Dance floor famous. Call up the dealers, call in the favors. Two-step scankers, gun finger wavers. This one's for the ravers, 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 ravers. This one's for the ravers, 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 ravers. We overdose on the highs and the lows, so under the lights and the strobes, 'cause it's all we know, 'cause it's all we know. We overdose on the highs and the lows and the lights and the strobes as they show, 'cause it's all we know, 'cause it's all we know. This one's going out to the ravers. Dance floor famous. Call up the dealers, call in the favors. Two-step scankers, gun finger wavers. This one's going out to the ravers. Dance floor famous. Call up the dealers, call in the favors. Two-step scankers, gun finger wavers.
Time for a bit of classic Kino instrumentation, right? It makes it go down to sexy voice time. This track you can hear right now is by Kino and Whiny. Dignity Found. This is on the Hospital or Hospitality 2015 compilation. Do you know how I know that? Because it says that right here, otherwise I ain't got a fucking clue. I just really like this tune. Oh, it's so much fun digging through the Hospital catalogue. There is hundreds upon hundreds, thousands of tunes, man. Jeremiah Davis says, Degs bro, how often do you braid your hair? I can barely stand getting it done, period. You do it every week. Yeah, my hair grows really fast, man. So Stevie F says, yes, Degs, just signed him in today, late to the party. Any plans on coming up north soon? Just trying to think. I think unfortunately the north is done for me for at least, I think until February next year, but absolutely 2024. You'll see me in the north. What counts as the north these days? This is always a conversation because don't go up to someone from Birmingham and be like, that's the north, because they'll be like, no mate, it's not the north, like. Do you know the way they talk in Birmingham, like? You're not allowed to it's not in the north, mate, it's in the bloody Midlands, like. I've got a red sage and phone with rubber buttons. I lived in Birmingham for 2 years, I'm allowed to be a dick. So I don't know how many people were at our Link event a couple of weekends back now. And the first guy that was basically, he wasn't opening for us because he's actually a really special guest. There's a dude called Yarno, and this track is called Lost. I've been absolutely caning this. All right then, yum yum, let's go! Yeah, my accents suck, man. Come on. Kate says, loving the tunes, helping me get out of my funk. I mean, that's kind of the idea, right? Xmas cards now in the merch store for anyone like me that's shocking at remembering to buy cards. Good man, good man. William says, Yorkshire, North, anywhere under Southern. This is why I like people from the North. They tell you straight up what they think. And then they'll make you a cup of tea after. I mean, we could learn that in the South, you know. Mr. Craigie T says it's too cold up north, mate. Great stuff from Yana. Go and check him out. Releases on Overview, Critical, a bunch of other real sick labels. Love his stuff. It has like a real gritty edge to it, but loads of musicality as well. He also makes like really steppy, kind of snare-driven tunes as well, which are fucking sick, man. I'll tell you what, I'm going to play a lot more of his tunes on the next podcast. But yeah, real good. We got Karma Complex, who asked, Degs, have you heard Monroe's new tunes? Latest album, EP, probably not actually, I'll be honest. Played a lot of shows recently and also been working on my album. Did I mention I'm writing an album? Why am I so weird, man? And obviously we've got a podcast next week. Because of obviously we missed out. George and Chimmer feel much, much better. Unfortunately, they both got ill last week. So yeah, they were unable to do the podcast, which kind of sucked, man. So yeah, I will certainly be playing. I'm going to be having a look next week. Kate says, not enough cabbage. The cabbage always keeps me from getting ill. Of course. Right, should we switch on the vibe a little bit? Chris asks, whatever happened to Mystery Munch? Do you want to bring it back? Should we bring it back? We need to bring back Mystery Munch. George has just entered now and said yes. We'll do it. Bit of metric this evening, right? Big up D-Bro in the chat. So come on, I was gonna say it and then Brian got there first. Who plays Forza, man? This track, driving along with my GT. Life is good, baby. And this is from Horizon 5. Jeremiah asked, Degs, what do you drive in real life? Obviously a Lamborghini, bro. Come on. This podcast pays for a 2000 Hurricane. Is that what it? I don't know anything about cars. I actually drive a 2015 Seat Leon 2-litre diesel. Nothing special, my friend. It gets me from A to B and I love it. Naughtiness from Spy, and of course the irreplaceable legend, and may her soul rest in peace, Diane Charlemagne. This track is called Lost Orbit. Yeah man, I love this tune. Dubs, my friend. Honestly, so many of these old this is sometimes the issue of putting stuff on a compilation, right? It's because it kind of gets lost a little bit. And like this tune, like it's fucking amazing. And not only that, like anytime Spy gets on something, it's a classic already. But then when you add someone as sick as Diane Charlemagne, who could literally sing any genre, she could sing Donk at 250 BPM, may her soul rest, and she would have made it sound classy, soulful. She's an incredible vocalist. I wish I could sing half as well as she could and she can, you know, it's amazing. Seat Leon with a mad subwoofer, unfortunately not. Because the bass line in Lie Awake causes earthquakes. I love that, man. Yeah, we got a lot of poets in the chat, man. Seriously, like, there's some talented people. I'm going to have to collab with someone in the chat at some point. Right, should we have a bit of fun, right? Let's keep it going, man. You're not allowed to play Liquid, but we got some fun.
Nothing's real.
Remember this one coming in. George is wondering, like, why are you dancing like that, bro? What's wrong with you? He's just walked in. All right, now I've had a bit of fun now. Got a bit of a sweat on. It's time to respond to some comments, right? We've got some fire emojis. That's always nice to see. Circadian, yes, yes. Mr. Craigie T says dirty. Kate says, damn, I got to put the cabbage down so I can dance. Love it. Leonardo says, yeah, let's dance. Dub says, big sub-focus day. Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it too, my friend. And also, welcome. I think that's really important because you are part of the community and I'm really glad to have you here. Okay, player, we see you. Ooh, Eric says, if you could buy only one London Electricity album, which one would you recommend? You know I'm going to say this, right? It has to be $1 Billion Gravy. It has to. ND Sky says, my wife is easily the highest contributor to comments. Big up My Manipulation, welcome. Brian Como says, are you doing the big holiday podcast this year? Sorry, I'm just trying to mix at the same time. The answer to that question, my friend, is yes, we are. In fact, I'm pretty sure we've already organised all the guests. We've got a really, really diverse and different kind of lineup to bring you all styles of drum and bass from all types of different people. And will it be a bit of a marathon? I think so. Will George be getting behind the decks? He certainly fucking will. So yeah, and that will be, I believe that is the 20th of December, is that right? And yeah, it'll be live at 5 p.m. It's probably going to last until at least 10, 11. So it'll be a good old 5-6 hour. Bit of fun, you know? Right, time to switch it up a little bit again. And this track is by Newton. This is Fly Away. And I have some messages to read out now because the printer in the office is broken. So you're gonna have to see my phone, which by the way already has a crack in it. So this weekend, on Saturday, the 2nd of December. Firstly, I actually can't believe we're already in December. Like, it's kind of a bit crazy, right? We have got Hospitality Bournemouth with Metric, this guy called Degs, Unglued, Randall, Amma and more. Tickets are on sale now. It's going to be a busy one. It's going to be a sick one. Then the following Saturday, a day party at Fabric. Hospitality's first return to Fabric in 5 years. And not just that as well. Bristol, New Year's Eve, Boo, Polar and Bryson, Unglued, Lens, P Money and Winey. Some Kenyan dude, can't remember his name, should cancel him by now. I mean, yeah, should we cancel Degs? I mean, people are trying. But, and then of course, hospitality on the beach. The lineup drops tomorrow evening. Do we know exactly what time it is, guys, that we're going to drop the lineup? George says he doesn't know. Okay, so, and that is the news for now. I wish we had like a news section. I think that's what we need, right? We've also had people in the chat, George, saying that they want to bring Mystery Munch back, so I think we're going to have to do it, right?
Leads to paranoia. You know, what's that? Who's that? Who's out there? Who's in that car? Why is the car there? Paranoia is the hipster's disease.
Okay. So I'm just going to respond to a few comments in the chat. Chris Youngstrom says, I missed being able to see George last year on the holiday special because YouTube won't post the episode in the US because of copyright something or other. Well, firstly, George is really unhappy about that. And secondly, because George is the kind of guy he likes the attention. He loves being seen. He definitely doesn't like hiding away. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, and I don't even know if this solution works, but have you tried a VPN? Is the VPN working? Because it should do. If not, I mean, there must be a way of getting it out to you. Dub says, we need that 8-hour special back. Well, originally that 8-hour special was supposed to be a 5-hour special, but then it turned out to be an 8-hour special. So, of course, you will be getting that back. Stewie ZQ says, Degs for BBC presenter tonight on BBC New. Breakbeat chaos sweeps the nation. Bruv, I think you should do it, not me, man. That is quality. Jack says, regards from Poland. Great name, by the way, Jack Herrera. Eric says, maybe you should play Winslow's breaking news whenever you have to read the hospital news. That's not a bad idea. Andy Sky says, next time you're in the area, gotta come get fed. We made vegan food for you last time before finding out you're not fully vegan anymore. I'm not sorry about that. To all the vegan gang, I do apologize. I do eat mostly vegan still, but unfortunately, I have to be candid. Yeah, my energy levels, like, I really enjoyed all the food I was eating and cooking and all the rest of it, but my energy levels were just like, I just couldn't get in the gym. I had like loads of brain fog. I was supplementing. So listen, this is not, I've already turned this into an anti-vegan post when it's not the case. Eat your vegetables, kids. They're good for you. Right, once again, I'm going to switch up the vibes very slightly, and this, because it's a bit of an international flavour, this podcast, I thought we'd play something by an artist from Japan. But no, it's not Makoto. And this dude is someone I really like. I really rate what he's doing. And the dude is called Mountain. The track is called Can't Break Me, and it's featuring the amazing Sonics of Karina Ramage. So yeah, I'm going to let the music do the talking. Hospital Podcast 493. Welcome, friends.
Don't try to take it away from me. 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 Cause it can't break me. Yeah, you can't break me. Yeah, you can't break me.
Yeah, big up my manipulation. I didn't actually answer your question, my friend, did I? I do apologise about that. He says, Degs, I want to go to the Bristol New Year's Eve rave, but I've got an online gig that night. What should I do for the betterment of my career? If I was you, mate, I'd find a way of doing both. That's a bit of a cop-out. For God's sake.
Yeah,
Chris Youngstrom. I want that credit for bringing back Mystery Munch. My friend, we'd have to have like a little Chris Youngstrom, like a figurine or something like here, just to be like, you're the guy, man. Big up Bleen. Degs, absolutely love last Saturday at Dreamland. You absolutely smashed it, man. Thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate it. I had a wonderful, wonderful time. Such a unique place to play drum and bass as well. Yeah, big up Shuey, man. Right, someone in the chat has got to know this tune, right? It's a bit of a theme today. I'm going for a bit of like the hospital vibe right now. Amazing tune, man. That is Kino the Comet. And this beautiful tune you can hear to my left and to your right is by Artsy, When I'm With You. Absolutely agree by some of the comments in the chat. This is definitely, or this had a very, very Etherwood kind of vibe to it. Do you know, I actually have to give a massive shout out to you guys in the chat, right? And someone asked me a little question earlier, which I had, again, I'm trying to remember. Believe it or not, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to remember like what order to place it in, the talking points. And for someone as intelligent as me, right, George? I'm intelligent. George, you should have seen George's, like, Chimo, man, come on. You're supposed to help, you're supposed to be like, Degs, I'm gonna build you up to the top. To the top, baby. Yeah, let's go. All right. It's actually hard to remember everything, but I want to answer a question earlier that said, Degs, if you, paraphrasing slightly, do you choose all of the tracks for the podcast? And Pastor Degs says, yes, I do, of course. And obviously, I select a mixture of kind of classics. Obviously, we go around the genres or the sub-genres a little bit. Obviously, play submissions to dubsfordegs@gmail.com, of which the standard is very high. There's usually at least 2 or 3 of those in the playlist as well. And then just anything that I'm feeling. If I've come across a tune on shuffle or something that I think I really like, I'll go out and purchase it and play it. And that's basically how it works. Of course, this is the Hospital Podcast, so if you've noticed, like today, I've gone back through the vaults and kind of played a few of the Hospital tunes I got really into, because I think we've mentioned it on previous podcasts, like Liquid it's not dead or at all, that's not what I mean at all, but what it is, it's just kind of going through a period where it's not hot right now. And I just think that like the more you play it, the more you enjoy it, and the more that we continue to kind of just pushing this sound, because ultimately this is the sound that I love. I love making harder stuff as well, don't get me wrong, but this is the kind of sound that really, for want of a better phrase, turns me on. Oh, dude, for fuck's sake. Diamond says, love your set of Sundays to the punk, sorry. Big up Sam B in the chat. I'm going to play something from my album, why not? And this was a request at dubsfordegs@gmail.com, so the track is called Colour My Soul.
Working overtime. Many times I was thinking going rogue, but I can't reach all these targets on my own. You ain't gonna for nothing. My patience will be there to stay. It's not like we're done from today. Told you about times I thought about going wrong.
The driller says Degs is wet.
I just want you there when I'm
Oh, God. All right, colour my soul. Let's go.
color my soul. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Color my soul. Don't leave me hanging.
I gave up months ago thinking that this could, just reading the chat, right, thinking that this could ever be a serious podcast.
Let's make some changes.
Well, hey, we've got Mum Glued in the house. That is Lorraine. Unglued's mum is currently locked in, which I believe has got to be the first time, right? Can we just give a really warm hospital podcast welcome to Lorraine, Mum Glued, absolute legend. And because Unglued's mum is now in the chat, can you guys fucking behave yourselves? Seriously. Talking about smoking greens and cabbage, like, we gotta keep this PC now, man. Utah Jazz, what a legend.
We've operated short of the fine line.
Someone said, can you not mix out of your tune?
Was one time.
I can't listen to myself for that long, bro, I'm sorry.
But I feel if we just grit our teeth and we'll finally get the things that humans all deserve. Color my soul. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Color my soul. Don't leave me hanging. This life's worth having. Color my soul. Let's make some changes. Color my soul.
Right, Cabbage Gang, your time. So yeah, that track you could hear, of course, featuring the incredible and irreplaceable Logistics, Colour My Soul, which was out on my debut album, which came out in 2020. I ain't got a fucking clue, man, I'm not gonna lie. All these years, man, they just blend into one, it's mad. It's mad. Anyway, forget my existential crisis right now. Welcome to the 493rd episode of the Hospital Podcast. Coming up very shortly after I play this last tune, or this next tune, sorry, is going to be something we haven't actually done for a couple of episodes, which is the Degs exclusive. Dave Bennett asks, can you play something old school, bring back some good memories, late 1990s? I tell you what, if you lock on next week, I promise you I will do that for you, my friend. I've got some Q projects, all sorts of things from a great, great era. What a classic this tune is, man. My Manipulation asked, did we have an exclusive last week? I'm pretty sure. Do you remember last week, Chimo? It was a long time ago. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't think we did an exclusive, you know. I don't think we did. Nah. Jeremiah Davis said, did anyone else just lose the stream? If there's anyone else that has lost the stream, please let me know. If not, just give it a little refresh. I think we're looking good, my friend. Jeremiah. Control, Alt, Delete. Why? Again, Indian accent. Why? Right, let's bring it down, shall we? Okay. So, yes, 2 weeks. Last week, you skipped. Just catching up on some of the comments. Firstly, welcome back to the podcast, 493. I believe this is now the last solo podcast of the year before it's like party time. I don't know, that's not even a song, but it's party time. Me and Jim are just dancing in the studio on our own. So next week, I've got a very, very special guest. I'm not going to let you know who that is. And an up-and-coming artist is someone that I think all of you are going to get to know very, very well in basically 2024. And I thought I'd bring him on the podcast as a bit of an introduction. And we'll actually play you for the first time. Excuse me, my beer burps. Lorraine, if you're still in the chat, I'm sorry. This is kind of what happens. And yeah, we're going to play you for the very, very first time, play some tunes that we made very, very recently. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with basically his progress on production and stuff. I think he's an absolutely amazing guy. So please lock on 6th of December. And the 20th of December is the special multiple guest, including DJ King George. Is that his DJ name? What is his DJ name? Girl. Just girl. GL, girl. I think we can do better than that. He's not here now. He's not here. He's escaped this criticism, this intervention. Bring him in here. Guys, can we get... His name is George Earl, so he's called himself Girl. Can we get him a better fucking name than that? Because I'm sorry. George is a good DJ, man. Like, we need a better name than that. What do you reckon? King George? King George, a.k.a. Producer Boss, a.k.a. G.O. All right, should we play the flip here? Should we play the cutscene? Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the people around the world, it is time for the Degs exclusive.
That's right. Okay, the Degs exclusive. This episode 493 is from a Finnish artist called Ilere. He's one half of Askel and Ilere, and of course they're famous for some amazing tracks, including a track called 42 featuring some guy who is talking right now. I've actually pulled the wrong tune in, my bad. I'm just going to bring this down because we've actually played the wrong tune. I noticed it within 10 seconds. That's when you know you're getting old, right? I'm like, this doesn't sound like the intro. Oh, there we go. Right. Guys, can we just pretend the last 21 and a half seconds didn't happen? So this artist is one half of Askel and Ilere, of course, Hospital and Solvent and all sorts of different labels that they've released on. Yeah, this is on Solvent Records. I really, really love this tune. And all jokes aside, now that we're playing the right tune, I want you guys to take this in, listen to this, and just, let me know what you think. Driller asks, what type of veggie are you on today, Degs? Not cabbage. I'm on Starburst Runts. I got the vape. That's what I'm on at the moment. Secretly, it has crack in it. That's why I'm always so excited. Jeremiah Davis says, who else would buy it if Degs came out with a strain called Cabbage? Honestly, I've been waiting for these, I know I said like no politics, but these Tory bumperclarks to flipping legalize it as soon as possible, because, you know, like, it just seems ridiculous to me that you want it to be in the hands of people who aren't the government. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, fentanyl laced cabbage sounds terrible. You motherfuckers have got fentanyl real bad out in North America, right? I don't want that in Herne Hill. I don't want it in Horsham. I don't want it in Brighton. I don't want it in Western Supermare, for Christ's sake. Let's just keep it away. Time to switch up the vibe a little bit. I always say that, man. Chris Youngstrom asks, actually, you know what? I'll come back to that question because that is a very, very good question, my friend, and I want to be as honest as possible because you've taken the time to ask a very good question. The t-shirt is available on hospitalrecords.com. Not quite 2009, but not far off. Actually, do you know what? I think not quite 90s, but yeah, more like 2009. That's what I meant to say. See, Chim, I know what I'm doing, man. I know what I'm doing. Uh-oh. If you guys don't know this tune, I'm gonna get really, really angry. Says the man who never gets angry. Actually, I do get angry. That's a lie. That is a lie. Uh-oh. We have Honest. Love this tune, man. I tell you what this reminds me of, and again, for some reason, it's another cabbage-related story. This reminds me of going to college and getting a bus from Manny's Eve to Walsham. Just having a quick joint before and a quick joint after, and then getting into class and then being high. Like, what's the point of me even being here? Because I'm just fucking my life up. Damn, I love this tune. Right, so I'm going back to Mr. Chris Youngstrom to answer a question. Just going to try and find it. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this tune roll out for a little bit. I'm going to ask you a question, my friend. So we are coming to the last few tunes, right? And I think it's really important that I kind of answer this question, because when you go out of your way to ask a question like this, then it's kind of cool to answer it, right? So, Mr. Chris Youngstrom, sorry I keep calling you Mr. Chris, it's a bit of a weird thing to say. But Mr. Youngstrom asked, Degs, do you ever release a tune that you think will be fire, but it flops? Or release a tune for the fun of it and it blows up? Honestly, mate, God's honest truth, it happens every single release. Like, every time I have a release that I think it's going to do really, really well, it doesn't end up... I mean, obviously, I hate saying it. I don't make music for numbers or anything like that. I just make music because I like smoking cabbage and making music, right? That's kind of like what I like doing. And I like writing about stuff, and it's, you know, it's very therapeutic for me. So I try not to read into it too much. However, when you do this full time, there's obviously going to be an element of having to look at metrics and statistics in order for you to understand where you're at. So, like, you know, this year it's happened a couple of times this year. Like, I put out a track with Kenyan Law, for example, something that was very meaningful to me. Obviously had a lot of Swahili, Kenyan references, but didn't stream that well, but I was super happy with it. Whilst other tunes, what I've just kind of made for a bit of fun and a bit of dance for, you know, it kind of, the numbers are 10, 15, 20 times what the more meaningful stuff does. So, I mean, if you're a budding musician, for me personally, just focus on making your music as quality as you can, criticize yourself as much as you can, have fun with it, and then I guess most of the time the numbers kind of look after themselves. Like, I'm not the biggest streaming artist in the world. I certainly am, you know, I'm not a tastemaker or anything like that. You know, I don't profess to be someone that is on that level. I made a mistake in saying that in a conference the other day, saying I was a data, I just meant the curator, and I just operate in this like really weird small niche. And I think I'm quite happy with it, and I just try not to look at numbers too much, because otherwise it will kind of influence the creating of the music. So I hope all these word salads that I've just embarked on makes a bit of sense, but there we go. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around during that speech. I'm now gonna play something by Noiser, because Noiser is sick. So, Degs, Sam asked, Degs, you coming to Boomtown next year? I certainly will be. Study high, take tests high, get high grades. How much for your cabbages per BPM, Degs? I'm in. Hey, listen, I'll charge you $1.74, and by that I mean £1.74. Of course. Driller says, at least you're not Puff Daddy right now. Freddie Cooper says, my missus wants to take me to a rave. She isn't massively into D&B, but are you into any suggestions? Also, Degs, every song you bring out gets better and better. Keep up the good work, you're smashing it. Honestly, mate, thank you so fucking much. That really means a lot. Big up Invicta Audio. We've been playing some more stuff off the USB, which is out right now. It's green. It's got fucking sick tunes on it. Ben Betchley says, hey Degs, can I get a birthday shout out? You certainly can, so we must give a massive shout out and show some like cake emojis or something in the chat for Mozzie on his birthday. Christian Renke says something, and it's summed it up much better than my word salad. We don't need music that makes numbers, we need songs with heart and soul. Big up Chris, man. Sibular dub play actually, just because I love it so much, man. He's too sick. Yeah, big up Invicta Audio on the chat. Danny Boyle says, have you ever played Cardiff? I have. I really want to come back, man. Man, I love this tune, man. Actually not run out of tunes, but we got to the end and I really didn't want to just end it there. And Victor just asked actually, ID on the tune, not Simulars. Yeah, that was Clinical and Envy. It's on Overview Music and the track is called Fractured. It's a part of the Parallel EP. Do you guys want me to continue for a little bit, just select some random tunes, like 5 or 10 minutes? Me and Chimmer are going out for some chicken after, so like, and so is George, but obviously he's a dick because he's not here with us right now, right? What a dick. What a dick. I'm going to give you some dub plate stuff. This track is coming in. Is a dub. We've currently called it Digital Seagull. I don't know why. That's just what it's called. See if I've got anything new. Kate says, are you dancing like a seagull? I don't know, how do I dance like a seagull? Is that it? What do you reckon out of 10? No? 3? Do you know what, you guys, do you want me to play something new? Should I just play something new that no one else has heard? I don't even know if I'm allowed to play this, but we're just going to do it anyway because it's fun. Alright, this is something brand new, right? I'm gonna have to mix out of this really quickly because I'm not supposed to play this. Alright, you ready, right?
I'm an outlaw and I'm certain. Calling out to them renegades. When the night comes, we out working. Whole squadron, we ain't playing games. Go hit the club and start murking. No family will get left behind, so when they hear the sound is curtains. I'm an outlaw and I'm scheming. Calling out to them hooligans. When the night comes, we're not dreaming. Whole squadron, we ain't playing games. Go hit the club and start murking. No family will get left behind, so when they hear the sound is curtains. When they hear the sound is curtains. Never see the truth. Divide and conquer, fuck the government, they lie to you. Shout to the bandits, not conforming to the status quo. You work and pay your taxes till the stress of life will take its toll. Yeah, join us and come beat them. Unify for that freedom, no more waiting out for them weekends. So many people feel lost, all that Netflix and that tweeting. A revolution of intellect, see the bullshit in their dealings. I'm an outlaw and I'm certain. So when the night comes, we out working. Whole squadron, we ain't playing games. Go hit the club and start murking. No family will get left behind, so when they hear the sound is curtains. I'm an outlaw and I'm scheming. Calling out to them hooligans. When the night comes, we're not dreaming. Whole squadron, we ain't playing games. Go hit the club and start murking. No family will get left behind, so when they hear the sound is curtains.
That was an awful, awful way of depicting curtains. So this track, I can't tell you who the producer is yet. It's all about being an outlaw, and which is, I'm not going to pretend that I am an outlaw, but I kind of am, right? I'm going to bring this down. I'm just going to play you something else, which is new, and then I'm going to play a couple more after that. Yeah, I think you guys actually might have heard this before, but I don't know. You know, I'm looking at kind of sounds like Need for Mirrors or Serious. Not far off. Yes, love the lyrics. It's a Degsplosion banger, bro. Oh, man, I love that. Honestly, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys like this too. If you haven't heard it before, if you have, then yeah, it's all about wanting to leave the earth, which sounds depressing, and it kind of is, but there's a deeper meaning to it. There is.
Alarm goes off, but I can't wake up. Starving, but I can't be fucked to get out of bed for the same old day again. And I'm aware this plan is secret, but far from home, are there other ways, or am I destined to go on and on again? On and on again. If we left this room, stars still shine. If we left this earth, would the stars still shine? Would we come back for our own? I wonder what we find. Would the Martians ever up the most if on the line? Working with the goddamn time. Working all the goddamn time.
Hey, working all the goddamn time. We work all the fucking time, don't we, Jim? I was obviously having a bit of a moan when I wrote.
Working all the goddamn time. Working all the goddamn time. Working all the goddamn time. We lose imagination as we're walking by. Our lives become routine with every morning light. Never question, even if you're on the borderline. If we're the ones to contact, would we show ourselves with pride? Would we also show the losses or the ones who fall behind? Would they judge? Perspective changes when you're on the side. Would they even share the values we define? Share the values we define. If we left this earth, on and on again.
Yeah, sorry for getting a little bit philosophical towards the end. But this tune actually does have, like, when it comes out and like the full meaning of the lyrics are there, like, it's a very childlike tune about just sitting on your bed when you're a kid and wondering if, like, there's something else out there. I don't know. I wasn't even high back then. I was like 12. ridiculous, man. Like, it's such a classic. It's ridiculous. I tell you what, guys, Jeremiah, I'll drop it next week. Who loves this tune? Because I fucking do. Yeah, big up Emma B, who is a new mother. She's been through the absolute wars, and yeah, best of love, best wishes, of course, to yourself, P, and the little ones. And hopefully see you back on tour very soon. Right then. We are unfortunately coming to the last couple ones. And yeah, watch out for Solar and Emma B at a festival near you soon.
Back in my teenage years, walking down the street, walk money down my ears. Skanking when the vinyl spins free, dancing on the ceiling like Lionel Richie. Just bust that Elvis with me, bust a few moves like Elvis Presley. Let me turn up the mic a fraction, let me see if you can dance like Michael Jackson. You know, find a style like this. When I was a youth, I did some mountains. Lost in space like Neil Armstrong. I used to hum melodies from Louis Armstrong. Last night I fell asleep in my home. Had a little chain, don't need a Simone. I laid down before I came round. She told me get up like Mr. James Brown. Drop, 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 another one. Drop, 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 another, drop, 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 another one.
Thank you, man. Why did I feel like I was about to cry there? It wasn't that emotional. I think it's just like I haven't puffed my vape for a long time. Am I allowed to do this in the studio? Oh no, I need to turn it on. Damn. Anyway, whilst I'm messing around with this, we're going for dinner in a minute. So basically, the podcast gang are going for dinner because do you know what? I actually think if it's okay with you guys in the chat, just do me a massive favour and just show some love hearts for King George and Chimmer, who hold this podcast down. And they also have to deal with my real shit jokes week in, week out. So yeah, let's get started. Chimmy, you're allowed to clap for yourself, man. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we've come to the last couple of tunes. Right, is this on now? Why is this not turning on? Is it? No, it's not dead. Look, it's. Oh, that's better. Imagine if Chris Goss walks in, he's like, what have you done to my fucking podcast? Not to us. Degs, you're the best. New album when? It will be next year. Obviously, next year I think is quite an exciting time. It's this delicious, this. Do you want some, Chimmer? Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm gonna chuck it. Wait, and yeah, you just hold the button down, it's all good. Where was I? This is, you get to watch me and Chimmer get high for the next 5 minutes. How about that? There's a lot of really exciting projects next year. I know, Chimmer, it's strong. And we've got Unglued. Unglued has got a new album coming out. Obviously, I'm featuring a couple of tracks as well. I'm really excited about it. I genuinely think that Josh Unglued is, for me, could be the next. But don't ever say this to him, but because he's already got a massive ego, isn't he? Fucking massive ego. No, I'm only joking. But he could be like the next break. Like, I really think that dude is so, like, his music is so unique, and I think he just has that ability. Go on. We're just gonna get. This is like a Joe Rogan podcast now. me and the executive producer just getting high on the Hospital podcast. But yeah, I really, really love his music. So Josh is one of those artists that has the ability to make jungle, like kind of harder stuff, but also like really deep and meaningful music. So I would really appreciate it as his friend to go out there and support him as much as possible. I also wanted to mention as well before we left that Josh has also got, and I don't know, we haven't got the link now, but what I'll do is I'll make sure it's in the link for next week's podcast. Josh has also got a tutorial Patreon, which I would definitely suggest getting involved. He's got a Discord, he does track feedbacks, he does like all sorts of services, synthesizing, songwriting, all sorts of stuff as well. I'll be involved with a little bit of it as well. So if you are a budding producer, go and get involved. This dude is a genius, and I'm not just saying this because I'm signed to Hospital and he's my friend and all the rest of it. Like, I've worked with a lot of musicians in my life, and there's not many better than Josh. The two people I think I've worked with that have just blown my mind in that respect have been Josh and Harry Bryson from Polar and Bryson, and then just also Polar from Polar and Bryson, because his knowledge of music is just fucking ridiculous. And every suggestion he makes, every suggestion I make is like, yeah, I think we should get rid of that one. But anyway, I'm going to play one more tune, and we're going to keep it musical because I know you guys were super enjoying the kind of more liquid vibes a bit earlier in the podcast. And this track is by someone who used to be signed to Hospital, is now self-releasing, does all sorts of 140 stuff on his own, is by Mike Hiss, and this track is called City Angels. I'm going to drink my beer, I'm going to bottom my sativa and have a great time. I'm going to play one more tune. Someone mentioned Winslow, so I've got a little something from Winslow coming last. All right, Hospital Podcast 493. Let's do this. Honestly, I know Joe Rogan's not everyone's cup of tea, but what, you know, I have to admit, I still listen to his podcast. He has people from all over the spectrum, but I want him on the Hospital podcast so I can be like, why are you so crazy and why are you so obsessed with elk meat? He's so obsessed with like hunting elk. I just want to know why. So Jeremiah says, figured Degs would be more hybrid. I actually had the hybrid version of this blueberry runts as well. But for a podcast, I just kind of definitely prefer sativa. Melissa says, oh my God, elk burgers are the best. Oh my day. Okay, all right. It's obviously something that we're missing out on, Shimmer, you know?
I'm so tired of trying to be me, tired of running these streets. So I made home a paradise, a sweet solace for you and I. I'm so tired of trying to be me, tired of running these streets. So I made home a paradise, a sweet solace for you and I.
Speedy Sam says, have you ever tried Slippery Susan? That's where the names for strains are getting crazier. Like, what did someone send me the other day? Like, OG Super Banana Kush, like, upside down 180 flavor or something. And I was like, wow. I haven't, my friend, but that sounds great. The driller asks, what's the weirdest animal you've ever eaten? I think several years ago in my mum's home country in Kenya, I had crocodile, and it tasted like kind of like fishy chicken, like really gamey, kind of fishy chicken, but yeah. Freddie, I can't answer that question on the podcast, mate.
I made a paradise for you and I rang the bell just so I knew the time. Do you hear me? Do you not? Pick the power from the pedal, or flower from the petal till it loves you. And you might catch me smoking with the angels somewhere in the city in a high rise above you. Bright lights are flashing through the window. That's never ever blue lights. We can find solace in our new life. Plan and grow the roots high, delighting. I could never find what I wanna find if I never tried. It's a lonely road. I look to angels when I'm tiring. In the city I arrived in as a young, the running ain't never stopped. The running ain't never rest. There's something I know I've lost. It's sounding like a trumpet from afar. You might not hear it, but you'll feel it in your hearts. A call from the stars, maybe. It's just a paradise that's ours to dream. That one day see that our hearts can beat.
Do you know what I've just clocked, right? So me and Fred, the other day, we played a show. This might have to get extended because I'm high now. We played a show the other day at the Mast Ball in Cornwall. It's probably about 2.5 weeks ago. And I just remembered that we've got both of each other's, we've got the same USB basically, but obviously not different ones. And I've just noticed that I've still got his one, so I've got fucking loads of like Fred dub plays. Should we play one? Are we allowed to? I don't know. Fred won't beat me up. Is Fred that kind of guy? He's not gonna give me like the 2-2 like coming in with the all right, then let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wow, I got loads in here, man.
The fire between us.
All right, let's play some Fred tunes, man.
Me haunting me for your touch. 'Cause I need your love.
Ooh, he's got that weekend bootleg, which I've been wanting for ages, and now I can finally play.
Haunting me for your touch. 'Cause I need your love.
All right. Time for a bit of the weekend in the place right now. So I said that we're done. And you know what? I've actually seen that quite a few people have left. I feel really sorry for them. I do apologize. If they want to come back, it is what it is, man, you know. I apologize. The Driller says, next time on Misfits Boxing, Fred V versus Degs over USB drama. For real, man. Let's go. Mix some random tunes with Fred's tunes.
I'll sit down and don't say a word.
Oh, it's here. Freddie Cooper says, is there anything Fred makes that's subpar? Absolutely not, mate. Kate says, how can you lose a hot pink vape? Right, what else has Fred got? I don't know if this is in key, is it? That's definitely not the same key. Just trying to find stuff in the same key. I can't remember. How'd you do that on Record Boss? Oh no, I've got it. I've got it. I'm a genius. Said no one ever. I'm actually going to let this roll out for a little bit. So this is Unglued and Polar and Bryson, man. This is naughty, man. Jesus. This is lovely. I don't know if I'm talking about the tune or the vape. Your support. Chip your support. Now you can. It's 83% THC, so. Right, we're vibing out for a little bit longer. Why not? George just walked in. Okay. Thank you guys so much for locking on. Unfortunately, I think it's that time, right? We've made this a very vapey place. I'm sorry, George. Basically what happened is that Chimmer forced me to get the THC. Do you want some? It's good for you. Oh, George just dropped it already, for God's sake. Just press the button and enjoy. By the way, it's really strong, so be careful. Oh, should I play one more? One more? George is like, yeah, it's fine. George is cool with it, man. Right, I gotta find something in E minor. This is a challenge because I haven't read music for so many years, you know, and like, it's like E minor. This is me trying to work this out in real time. It's embarrassing. Wait. Easy. Wait. Oh no, it's not in the right key. Actually, wait, it might be. This could be the best double ever, or it's just me getting high on a podcast. That's lucky, man. Cheech, Chong, and Degs, the potty podcast. Yeah, I think that would work, man. Big up Dave Bennett. Big up OK Jake. Big up Ben Carp. Do you know what, guys? Don't worry. When I say don't worry, I'm so high I can't even think now. Next week we'll be back in 7 days' time. And I've got, like I said, a very, very special guest. I'm really, really excited to bring this guest. I might even give them the vape. Actually, I don't know if that's a good idea. They might. I'm just going to bring the vape to every podcast and we'll see what happens. Okay. So, unfortunately, Jar Headpiece Banger is a little bit late. The throw is here. I don't know, it might not be here next week. I mean, I don't know, like, go down to bookies, you might get 4-1. Stick £20 on, you might get £80 of me having different hair. I think realistically, I probably will have different hair. But yes, going back to what we were saying earlier about someone, we have a lot of obviously Americans in the chat, of course, and someone mentioned Winslow. I'm going to play something a little bit different from his catalogue, something that was released a little bit earlier this year, a track I really, really like. This track is called Classed Dismissed. I guess I've been dismissed, so we can go smoke our vape and go find some chicken now, right? But yeah, from myself, from Chimmer, executive producer, from King George, who I've now made high, which is brilliant. And we're going to go float around, probably go to Nando's or somewhere else cultural, right? I don't know, fucking hell. Imagine going to Brixton. Imagine being in Brixton and going to Nando's. That is illegal. I was having a couple of beers as well, of course. Oh, Tony will not be back next week, but I'll tell you what, he is actually going to be coming back early next year. Because once again, he's been making new music. Shout out to all the gang across the pond. You know, I love this guy. Duncan, absolutely amazing dude. Interesting dude, eloquent dude, and yeah, wicked producer as well.
You dig where I come from, baby?
Honestly, guys, thank you so much for locking on. We got Noel D&B who said, I would say the podcast being this long more often would be great. Yeah, I would think so too, actually, to be fair. If I have the vape every time, we'll go for hours. But it's more because King George and Chimmer have lives outside of music, whilst I don't. I don't have any friends. I don't do anything apart from make music and smoke my vape. So I can't drag them down with me, you know? Big up Winslow, man. Forever surprising me. All right, guys. From myself, Degs, from executive producer Chimmer. King George is over there. He's looking at me as if to say, bro, you said you'd buy me some chicken. So that is what I'm going to do. To all the listeners and all the chat members, thank you so much for making this entertaining for me. I honestly can't believe we get to do this. It's so much fun, honestly, playing music from around the spectrum. And also just being able to interact and find out people's stories. You know, I really appreciate everyone being super active in the chat. Next week, 6th of December, with a very special guest. and probably the vape. And as you can hear, I need to now get some sort of beer because my mouth is dry as fuck. I'll see you next week, 494. Thank you so much. See you then.